Hi, I'm Tiffany Brown, a career educator turned education consultant. I would like to share a bit about my story with you and how I intend to provide inspiration and creativity through connecting coaching, crafting, and community. I like to call them the three C's. Here's a little bit about me. I've been married to Robert for 30 years this June, and we have an adult daughter whose name is Brianna. I come from a family of educators, so teaching is part of my DNA. I've held several positions when I worked for the district, and I also attended school in this particular district and graduated from there. I then after college, became a classroom teacher in August of 1994, and I taught for 6 years. And those were an awesome 6 years. I felt like I belonged to a school community of educators who only had the best interest of our students at heart. The other roles that I served in after I taught for 6 years was I was an instructional coordinator, an assistant principal, a principal, a district RTI coach, and then a district special educational instructional specialist, which allowed me to support and supervise teachers in different capacities, but mostly about helping them to grow their craft. So, this has also been a big passion of mine and a big accomplishment. I then became certified as a John Maxwell trainer, coach, and DISC consultant in February of 2018, which was the same month I retired from the school system. I never thought that I would retire with 23 and a half years. However, God opened up a door where I could step out through faith, and I decided to launch my own consulting company. I've been fortunate to work for other companies along the way, and I specialize within my consultancy looking at leadership, literacy, and classroom management training, along with mentoring, coaching, and consulting. About 2 years ago, I launched an online community, which is virtual, of course, because I said online, for a community of educators, mostly teachers who have 0 to 5 years of experience, because I feel like all teachers need to be supported, but this group especially needs to be supported because if we're not careful, that's the group that we will lose if they're not supported in a way that's going to help them feel empowered and to be able to build resilience and to help grow themselves and their students. So, through my business, not only am I doing this community, but I've also been fortunate to help hold different types of consulting contracts. And in those contracts, I've been able to, and I still do, provide MTSS training. We know MTSS is multi-tiered system of supports, as well as teacher candidate coaching and training and supervising that I do through a company that alternatively certifies teachers who are looking for a teaching degree. And I also do it for 2 different universities as a supervisor for student teachers. I also began on a doctoral degree of philosophy in Christian counseling in September of 2023. So I believe my story is important to help you understand how I began this journey, and I want to make sure that I'm showing that I'm transparent and authentic in my own continual growth. So as the age that I am now, and of course I've been around a while, I've been here before we have had such information on online communities, doing things virtually. I'm back from the old school where we did a whole lot of face-to-face interaction and building relationships. So this online journey for myself has been a little challenging because it has helped me to understand what what my limitations or what I feel like my limitations can be. And I'm trying to go beyond those limitations, stepping outside of my comfort zone. So, with that being stated, I've felt like I've been taught, maybe it might have been societal norms or just my background itself, that I should only focus on one area to be successful at and then just continue to do that thing my entire life. So, I think in the age that we're in now, I love the fact that people can just be who they are and learn what they can and be able to think outside of the box and not just limit themselves to one area of a job or a career. So I've had this in my spirit for a long time where even when I worked with educators, I always tried to inspire them, to help them become more accountable, and to embrace lifelong learning. So now that I'm in this process of seeing how I can do that, and I've done that for teachers and I continue to do that, I can also do it for people who may not be teachers. So what I'm looking at is having the tools and resources that God has brought to me along my path and within my life. I would like to be able to share whatever He's putting on my heart with you. I would like to be able to do this because there might be some areas in my life that I may be able to help you, to just inspire you to do whatever it is that you have set for yourself. So the tools that I feel like He shared with me help me to inspire people, to grow people professionally and personally. That growth may include leadership skills, growth mindset, inspiration, self-care, and of course, faith-based life lessons. So I am on my own trying to step outside of that box where I thought I just was supposed to be only an educator and to help educators. Although I still want to do that, that is a very big passion of mine, but I just want to extend just being able to grow a community of people who are looking for creativity, inspiration, whatever it is in their life that's going to help them be better. So we must remember that fear, and I have to remember this myself, is on the other side of our comfort zone. So I believe that God is bringing me together with the experiences and the knowledge that I've had within my life. And I just feel like He's pulling me to do the 3 C's that I talked about at the very beginning of this video. The 3 C's are coaching, crafting, and community. So I wanted to give you a little background about who I am so that you would understand why I'm trying to grow my channel. The name of my channel is The Elite Consultant, and that comes from my business name, which is TWB, my initials, Tiffany Williams Brown, Elite Consulting LLC. So years ago, when I first created my consultancy, I was trying to figure out some ways to, of course, connect online. And my daughter and I got together, and she recommended using the, with a dot behind it, Elite with a dot behind it, Consultant. And we used that handle or name on Instagram. And so I just decided to carry that name over to my YouTube channel a few years ago. I really wasn't being intentional in trying to grow my YouTube channel. Just to be perfectly transparent, I was thinking to myself, I have so many other things that I'm trying to do, who may really want to hear what I have to actually say. And then I had to realize that all of us are put here for a reason, and I might not understand why I have anything important to share, but somehow, because in my spirit, God has led me to believe that I may be able to help. It may be hundreds of people, thousands of people, or just one person. But I want to be able to do what He is leading me to do. And so I want to be able to just connect and use this platform to not only grow myself, but to help grow you in whatever area you may feel the need to grow in. So I have come to understand that I matter, you matter, and what we have to share with one another matters to us. And that's what builds a community. So whether you are an educator, a crafter, a faith-based person, um, or just needing some words of wisdom here or there, you just want to be inspired in some way, I want to welcome you to my channel and to my community of like-minded individuals who are all on a journey to self-awareness, self-discovery, lifelong learning, growth, and transformation. Now, I want to again be perfectly transparent and state I am not sure what this path is going to look like for me or for you and for us, but I want to be clear that we are in and should be thinking about our lives as a work in progress to do better. And we may never actually arrive to the next destination of perfection, and think in terms of the fact that we are human and we know that we are not perfect. So I say this because I want you to think about when you take a trip and you're on the airplane. Of course, when the flight attendant or the captain speaks about getting you safely to the destination, which is what we all want, we know that that destination is our end point, and then eventually when we leave that destination, we're going to go back home. But our destination in life, I like to say that I don't believe we ever get to a destination. I feel like my destination that I'm going to eventually get to is heaven. And until I get to that destination, I'm still on a journey to progress. So I want you to just think about that when we're on this journey together, that we may not actually arrive at that destination, but we are learning and growing and transforming to be our best version of ourselves along the way. So we should never think about growth as an area that we don't continue to work on. I don't care how old we get, we can always learn and help others. So we're going to embark on this journey together, helping one another to be better, whether that's through inspiration, resilience, self-care, or empowerment, and growing your skill set, your vision, maybe some leadership abilities that you're looking to expand upon. And we can do this through coaching, crafting, and or community. So let's just do it, like Nike says, but we want to make sure that we do it together. So again, welcome, and I look forward to e-meeting you, or maybe even face-to-face meeting you in the present future. And just know that we are not in a box. We matter. So let's grow together.